piece of equipment called the Petzl Asap device here to my right. First off, if you want to pan over to the right, we carry these devices on the rescue. They're located in this compartment, the back rear left, and down there they're kept in the red rescue bags. So, to give you guys an overview, the Petzl Asap device is commonly used for self-belaying in the rope industry. It's a newer device. It's kind of why we wanted to go over it with you. So it takes place of having a dedicated belay with somebody up above controlling your line for you. So we have two different kinds. We have the one that you'll see that is much shorter. It's the shorter shock absorber, and one that's longer. So this one's meant for a single person evolution, and this one's meant for a two-person evolution. Let's go over some of the anatomy of it. So you have a locking carabiner on one side. You have what's called a lanyard or a screamer, and this thing is basically stitched together in here to where if you fall, once this device is shock loaded, this screamer or webbing will then pull out. Sometimes it can be up to 4 feet long, and will lessen the shock load of your fall, which will keep you from getting injured. There's two features on here. There's locking and then just free moving. So when you connect into this, connect into your chest right here, as you're going up, right, this thing will track you, and as you're coming down, it'll move with you as well. The way that this device works is it has a centrifugal force built into a cam, to where if you go too fast down and it senses you falling, it'll lock up. So anytime you attach the device into a system, I'm going to do a test function of it to make sure it's properly installed and then to make sure it works. So I'm going to simulate me falling, I'm going to test it, and then it locks up right there. All you got to do to get that off is you got to unweight yourself a little bit. Just pull up a little bit, and then you hear it click and it'll reset for you to keep going. Another feature of this is that lock right here. It says lock. So the reason that's there is if you're working at heights, say you got a lot of wind on that day, what can happen is I can be right here, this is loose, I'm on my main line over here. Wind can pull this line out above me. You can start putting bows in the line up here, which produces slack, which in a fall, we don't want that. So a way to get around that is to engage the lock on the side. It can't pull any slack off the top. To release the device, you pull down on these two yellow tabs, and you can undo it right here. Putting it on. So from here, this is a vertical environment setting that you use it. You can see that there's an arrow right here for going up on it, which is easy to identify. Now we're going to go over a couple things with the low angle LARO situation. So the first scenario is we have a dedicated line. This is actually tied off in the MPD. It's not going to move. And I'm going to connect my ASAP in here. I'm going to travel down the line, and we're going to simulate that I'm on two lines, and this is going to be my safety or belay line. So arrow up on the same as the vertical environment. So I'm going to do a safety check. It's engaged. I know it's installed properly. So the big difference with a low angle is that you don't have as much force that's going to make you move as fast to engage that cam in there to catch you. So what they say is you tie a knot at the end of your rope, because imagine if you're sliding like this off of a roof or slow, see how it's not catching you? So they want a knot at the end of the rope to catch this device in case you do travel at a slow rate of speed and this thing does not engage. So that's just me self-belaying myself down a rope that's already tied off. Here you want to set this up on a system and it remains up top with you. You send the rescuer over the edge without it, but you're still going to use this as a belaying device. take this MPD out of here real quick just to show you guys. This is where the arrow gets trickier. It's different. So the arrow, instead of going up, goes the opposite way. So a couple different things with this setup at the system up top is you want to leave enough room in front of this ASAP belay device to where if this shock absorber deploys, it could be up to 4 feet, it doesn't hit anything in front of it. As soon as you hit something in front and stop this, it's going to defeat the cam in there and it's not going to engage. So when somebody, when you're belaying somebody with this up top, you want to capture the rope, another carabiner down here to guide the rope back through. And all you're doing is you're simply just passing the rope through just like that. Now if they fall, right, it locks up and catches them from up top. That's all I have for you guys today on the Petzl Asap. Thank you for watching.